My name is Keith White. This is my wife, Trail White. We're from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Since age of 15, I always wanted to be a barber. So both of my parents were educators. So I knew when I graduated, I had to make a decision on what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't really want to go the traditional route, go to college. So I followed my passion and became a barber. So now I've been barbering now for the last 30 years. So my passion's kind of changed now. I enjoy the teaching side, but that's where we are.
Hi everybody, my name is Chantrell. I'm a licensed cosmetologist and instructor for the last 25 years. I started out as doing hair in the house, in my mama's kitchen. I love to cut and color hair. So I've always had bald head, baby dolls and cutting off people's hair, because that's always been my thing. Pretty much this is what I love to do. Me and my husband, we decided to open the barber college up.
I've always kind of been wanting to school, and one of the first times really saw somebody that inspired me to open a school was Chin. This was back before social media. This was back when, I don't know if he was in Ebony or Black Enterprise, but you were sitting there on laid back on a black Cadillac, and I think you were around 26 years old. We kind of close in age, and I was trying to open a shop, but you was opening a school. I said, ain't no way a man 26 years old opening a barber school. So really, man, in a way, you inspired me even back then, man. I'm always been a visionary. I would do vision boards, and we're big on vision boards and things. And I had one on my refrigerator. I remember listening that I want to have a barber school. That was in the early 2000s. So that's been a while. I don't even know when, probably 2003, 2004. But whenever that article you wrote, that article, that was that time.
That was 2000.
I never knew that we were connected this time, but that was the first time I said, you know what, I want to open me a barber school.
We decided to open it up during COVID, because as you know, all the barbershops and salons, we had to close down. So a lot of our time was spent in the house. And like you said, we have our vision boards. We go from year to year or 3 to 5 years, how we set our goals. But we was out in the garage, exercising every day, wanting enough to do. And we was just like dream casting pretty much. It was like, okay, we got to find our exit route from behind these chairs. And to us, the school was the ultimate thing to do. We started looking around, like going to different places around town or whatever, and we finally settled on the business where we are now. And what's so ironic to me is that this same building that we're in now, I went there. That's where I went to school at 25 years ago.
Basically, like you said, we was in the garage, and we just kind of began to think about opening a school. So immediately, we kind of started searching the internet on YouTube. Of course, when you search YouTube, you searching for a school, who's gonna show up. So that's how I reconnected with you. Actually, I had a co-worker. He told me about you about maybe 2 years prior. He said, man, this dude named Millionaire Barber, be on Instagram, and you go on his page or whatever. Sometimes you go live, he'll shout you out. I said, okay. So I started following you, but I really didn't pay attention to it. Now COVID hit, and like I said, my wife was telling you, we were home for 2 months, no pay. We began to search, and we start finding the videos, and I just would play the videos over. I listened to everybody's story over and over again. And some of the stories I related so well with them, and it really inspired me. So, get your rules and regulations. We did that, and then we started coming out of COVID. We started looking for buildings. The building that we got, we knew it existed, but the price was so astronomical. We felt like we couldn't get it, so we kind of looked around, but we ended up coming back to the same place. Sometimes it sounded like it was too good to be true, but what I found out, this is not clicking your heels. This is not a magic show. This is not some kind of get rich quick scheme, because there ain't no quickness about it. It's steps, and you got to follow those steps, and you got to execute yourself. You're gonna have to walk through this process on your own. When you first hear it, I think my wife, I can remember her telling me, man, they ain't real, baby. They ain't real, baby. They ain't real. But I mean, after, we kept on listening to it, and we kept on, and eventually she caught on with me, and we just kept on going. I think the more serious I became, the more driven I became about it, the more she connected with it as well. So it makes it really easier when you got somebody to believe in you and be with you to make it happen. To do it on my own, I think I could do it, but I can't imagine myself not doing it without my wife with me, because it makes it so much easier. We actually work together in the business. I know some couples like they can't do that, but I mean, for us, it's been a blessing. I get to spend time with my wife, and you know, we have a great relationship, and then we making money, and it's been a good ride for us.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I said that's a bunch of mess. Ain't nobody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't nobody doing all that. But I guess, like you said, the more I listen to you, and I guess the roadmap that you give is so plain. I was like, you can't mess it up. It's like, now I can see, like, especially when we went to like the workshop or whatever, I can actually see everything you were saying in the video. It's like, oh, okay, this is for real, for real.
You already heard all it.
So I was like, I already heard all this already. So I felt at home. I didn't feel lost or nothing. It's like I had already been there before. Because I did listen. When I say he listened to you every day,
especially
every day. Yeah, because we were trying to like make sure we got every step correct, make sure we did it right the first time. And all those videos and inspirational moments and things, that's still pushing us to this day. So it worked well for us.
You know, I say be prayerful about it now, but it's not impossible. Don't think it's so easy, but it is possible. And you know, get with the Millionaire Barber, of course. You know, so you get that blueprint. Everything is in the blueprint. Right now, we're going through process of doing our ISS. I mean, I find everything there. Just kind of working through everything, putting everything together now. So just get the blueprint. It got all the enrollment agreements, all the stuff, all the information you need. Day one, we've been running our school like a NACS accredited school from day one. So far as surveys, far as the SAP, the SAP, and we've been running our school day one as an accredited school. So all we doing now with the ISS, we just putting paperwork together because we've already been doing it since we been there. And that's just simply because, you know, learning of the Millionaire Barber, and also, you know, our faith in God. I credit anything and everything we do to our faith in God and the Millionaire Barber. Gotta stay on the road. Can't give up. Yeah. You know, to get a little rough, just keep going. You know, keep plugging, and it's gonna turn around for you.
Yeah.
That's why we on today. My wife would always say, baby, why don't you go on there, because you got a story to tell as well. So, you know, this last week I said, I'm getting on Instagram with Sheen and kind of share my story, because, you know, like you said, it might inspire somebody just like somebody else's story inspired us. So, you know, that's why we on tonight. We coming that next Millionaire Barber, then we be all the way there. We all the way in there.